Hello and welcome to Wednesday's programme.
Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. Farmers across Devon and Cornwall are warning that they face a severe shortage of feed for their animals after weeks of dry and hot weather, which could push up food prices later in the year.
They're already using feed that had been set aside for winter and need urgent help to look after their herds. Many of them raised their concerns today at a drought summit in London.
Well, our political correspondent David Wood was there. He joins us live from Westminster now. David, this is obviously a very worrying time for the whole industry.
That's right, John T. And
well, for more reaction from the farming industry, our reporter Richard Lawrence has spent the day at the North Devon Show at Umberley and sent us this report.
That's Richard Lawrence reporting from the North Devon Show there, and there is more on this story on the ITV News at 6:30 this evening, along with the rest of the national and the international stories. Here's Charlene White with the details.
But next tonight, the RNLI has revealed it has rescued 20 people, including a young child, from rip currents on Cornish beaches during the past week.
Devon and Cornwall police are continuing their search for a convicted murderer who has failed to return after being allowed out on probation. Ashley Drake. Now, next on this evening's programme, to the growing number of communities in Devon and Cornwall that are taking action to stop second home owners buying new build properties.
Most recently in June, the residents of Bantham, Buckland and Thurlestone in South Devon voted for a ban. And you're watching ITV News here in the West Country with John T and Kylie. Thanks for joining us this evening. There's still plenty more to come before 6:30, including...
But before that, to the growing risk, particularly in a rural region like ours, of the danger posed by ticks, which can pass on Lyme disease.
Last year, a conference was held in Truro to highlight the issue, but now a month-long campaign has started to raise awareness of the risks to both animals and to people. And in a moment, but first, this report from Kevin Ashford. Good advice from Matt Dawson there, and there is more on that issue, including how to spot the symptoms of Lyme disease. It's all on our website. There's the address for you. It's on the screen now. OK, we're going to turn to football now, and the countdown, yes, I know, to the start of the new football season kicks off this weekend with all of our teams in action. Well, over the next few days, we'll be looking at their prospects for the season, and we start with Yeovil Town. Now, the good news for the Glovers today is the money they'll receive from the sale of defender Tom James to West Brom, thought to be worth around £400,000. And Carrie Davis has been to see the team in action, but well away from the pitch during a pre-season team-building exercise. That was a team-building exercise. We should do that. Yeah, shouldn't we? Yeah, it looks like fun. And on tomorrow's programme, we're going to be previewing Plymouth's chances this season. Then on Friday, do join us again because it'll be Exeter City's turn as well. Now, this evening, this year marks the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War, and the village of Ermington near Ivybridge has come together to commemorate that anniversary by renovating its church clock. It was put there in memory of a soldier, but in recent years it has started to look a little bit tired. Claire Manning went along to see the work being carried out. To look at it like that. That's perfect, yeah, what a lovely story there. Now, for nature lovers in Sidmouth, it's been a haven, a wildlife meadow to spot rare butterflies and a huge range of flora, including orchids. Well, this is for us this evening. So, Jackie, first of all, you're going to have to explain to us just how this happened. Well, we're not... Now, one primary school in the Isles of Scilly played host to a very special visitor yesterday. Author and comedian David Walliams was the star guest at Tresco and Briar Primary School, reading extracts from... Right, let's get you a look at the region's weather forecast as we break the back of this week. Here's Amanda Houston with the details.
Hello there. Well, after the third hottest July on record, temperatures haven't been quite so intense over the past few days, but if you do like the heat, it is going to be warming up again. And generally our weather story is not looking too bad. Now, there is a chance of 1 or 2 showers and there will be a bit of sea fog at times, but for most of us it will be dry. There's going to be some sunshine and those temperatures will be rising too, and it's all down to this. You can see we've got the jet stream to the north of us, high pressure building beneath it, and we continue to draw in that extremely hot air off the near continent, so temperatures are going to be well above average for the time of year. Now, coming back to the rest of this evening and tonight, it's a quiet picture out there with a mix of some cloud and clear skies. I think the clearest of skies will hold on across eastern areas, and temperatures there ranging anywhere between 14 and 17 degrees. So not a bad start to the day tomorrow morning. Perhaps a few pockets of mist and fog along coastal areas, but this should burn away and we'll see some bright or sunny spells developing. Now, there is the chance perhaps of the odd light shower in the afternoon, but for most of us, it's going to be a dry day. There will be bright or sunny spells. Those winds are light and our temperatures up to around 23 or 24 degrees. And the sea states are moderate. And speaking of which, we've got high tide at St Mary's tomorrow, 8:36 in the morning, and again just before 9 in the evening. So looking further ahead, if you're making plans over the next few days, there is the chance perhaps of the odd shower on Friday, but for most of us, a good deal of dry weather in the forecast, plenty of sunshine, and look at that, temperatures well above average for the time of year. Bye-bye.
Amanda, thanks very much indeed. Before we go, let's remind you of the main headlines here in the West Country this evening. And
that's it from us this evening. Don't forget the late news at the usual time of 10:30.
Now, they will hand you to Charlene White as the ITV News continues. From all of us, have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.